Good morning, Bande Matram, welcome all of you. So, the topic to be handled today, topic to be discussed today on the only way out. The only way out, that is the topic of discussion. When we listen to this topic, the only way out, something there is little bit of confusion in your mind, but I want to clarify clearly what Mother says, that is surrender. Already we know two ways are there. Two ways are there to succeed in this yogic path. Normally we do, normally we go. One is the marg of tapasya, second one is surrender. Initially till that, almost even today also, this first one, tapasya, the path of tapasya is being followed by many disciplines, by most of the aggressors, foreigners. But there are risks. Means it depends upon your preparation. That is depend upon your aspiration, depend upon your confidence, depend upon your efficiency. The progress will be like this. Longer the bamboo, approaching capacity will be like this. So as the if this bamboo is connecting both the, of course now itself this system is closed. If the bamboo is crossing the entire river, means touching this shore to that shore, then you don't have any problem. If it is staying in between, then gone. You have to make a patch up, or you have to stay there, you have to make a halt. So it is called as Jadai Bada Bouncer, Sedai Bada Polo. It depends upon that the bridge depend upon the size of the bamboo. That is what is known. And you want to eat a cake, so for that actually this pulp, it depends how much it is. The cake depends upon that. So here the method is actually difficult. Most of the time people are met with failure. They don't have anything to do because nobody is there to help you. It depends upon your capacity, ability, anything else. But the second method what you choose, that is the method of surrender. That is very easy. You are surrendering yourself, your thought, whatever you are, whatever you want to be, whatever your dream, whatever your achievement, near the Divine Mother, and she will take care of you. That is the divine force, divine guidance, divine guidelines, divine promise, and divine carrying out. So everything depends upon her. They will take care of you. So you have to nothing worry. So that is the easier method, and that is actually really the better method. Anyway, we'll try to read something from Mother. The only way out. That's really, I have already told. It is all about surrender. So you see, in the present condition of the world, circumstances are always difficult. You have seen the everything you have seen in your vision, that circumstances, whatever you find in this present condition of the world, the circumstances are very difficult. The whole world is in a condition of the strife and conflict between forces of truth and light wanting to manifest, and of course there are opposition. So these are, you can find the classes. On one side there are divine forces, divine light, and on other forces there are hostile forces, on divine forces, and darkness, like this. There is a class. So opposition you can find. So they don't actually all that does not want to change. Simply packed with inertia, lethargy, inconscient, darkness, you can find that way. They want to oppose your progress. They don't want to change, which represents the past. One example Mother is quoting represents your past, which is fixed, hardened, refuses to go, fixed and hardened. That so it is a great thing. This past, it does not want to change. That is the problem. So naturally, and each individual feels in his own difficulties and faced with some obstacles. It does not want to change. Changelessness is the only rule. They are already. It is not age old story. From centuries maybe It is there, they are resisting the change. They don't want to change. So there is class and the people are moving like this. Always there is tension, confusion, so many ways you can find rather obstacles. They are creating the obstacles. For that, actually, what we have to do, there is only one way for you. That's what mother. Then you can conclude here. The world is like this. We are under trouble. You are facing resistance, and finally, it is obstacles are there. Things don't turn to change. There we can find. So, what you really want to do? So the mother quotes here, the only way, only way, there is only one way for you, it is total, complete and unconditional surrender. Three things, total, complete and unconditional surrender, that is the requirement, that is the need of the time. You have to surrender, there is no other go. That obstacle, that resistance, it won't let you go, let you ahead, let you move on. So you have to do three things. You must surrender, and that surrender is not ordinary surrender, that is total, complete and unconditional surrender. What I mean by that is giving up not only your actions, work and ambitions. So not only your work, second thing your ambition and action, but also all your feelings, that's what you must know, the sense that all you want to do, your all you are, and exclusively for the divine, another three. So there must be surrender. How? What, there is no other go. Surrender must be complete, unconditional and total. For that, actually, what you have to do, what you have to give, action, work, and ambition. Then, not only that one, but also by the side, your feelings, and in the sense that all you do, all you are, and exclusively everything must be put before the divine, must be surrendered to the divine. All that you do and all that you are, everything must be surrendered. So you feel above the surrounding human relations. So you feel above the surrounding of human relation, not only above them, but also protected from them, above them and protected from them, so that this human relation, human surrounding, human coverage can't make for you one bondage. That is what. You have to cross over, you have to overcome them, you have to go up. So then not only above them but protected from them by the wall of the divine grace. That is what the divine grace is required. How can I go up? How can I move up? How can I stand there? What is my ability? So that mother quotes here that with the help of the divine grace, not any human endeavor and tapasya can rend the lid and tear the covering and save the vessel and bring down into it world of obscurity, falsehood, struggle and suffering, light and truth and light and life divine and the immortal Sananda. The most initial requirement is that actually, for that actually surrender is essential. What you are, what you think, what you dream, what you want to be, what you have, everything must be cleanly surrendered to that one. So once you have no more desires, no more attachments, once you have given up all these things, desires and attachments, mother putting, if you give up, if you renounce everything, then you can find all the necessity of receiving the reward from the human beings, whatever is there. Reward from the human beings, praise from the human beings. These attitude you try to quote it or to throw it out, throw them out, whatever you are, knowing that only reward that worth getting is the one comes from the Supreme, that grace, that light, that force, that guidance. Everything must come from the Supreme and the never, which never fails. Once you give up the attachment, Mother Course, attachment, once you give up all attachment to exterior beings, that's what normally we do. We are living in the attachment level and we are doing it on the things. Once you feel in your heart, this presence, this force, this grace, Three things are there. So once you feel all these things, that is always with you. So for that, actually, you must have opening. You must have aspiration. These things are coming in your heart. There is the presence, the force, and the grace. Always with you. It is never to go. It is always surrounding you. That you must know. There is no other remedy. Just imagine. There is no other remedy. You are surrounded with. You are suffering from. There are those things. It is only the remedy for everybody without exception to all those who suffer. When there is a talk of remedy, naturally there is suffering. So for this suffering, the only remedy is that you have to go for this opening, for the aspiration, for the presence, the force and the grace, so that they will come open into you, surround you, and they will carry out all these things inside you for you, and you will be better protected. So you have to raise your hands and surrender. That is the only way to all those who suffer. It is same thing that has been said. All suffering is the sign of the sign that the surrender is not total. If something is there, something is you feel some suffering is there. So naturally, one thing is very clear that the integral surrender has not been achieved. Total surrender you have not done. Then, when you feel in you a bang like that, instead of saying, "Oh, this is bad, this circumstance is difficult," sometimes this feeling is coming. It is bad, circumstance is difficult. You don't say like this. Instead of saying this, it is bad, things are not favorable, circumstances are difficult. So just instead of saying this type of bogus lines, I want to say, these type of dim lines, negative lines, you just try to say, my surrender is not perfect. That is what. My surrender is not perfect, for which actually I am suffering. If the surrender is perfect, then she has to, or he, divine has to take care. So when divine has fulfilled all entire my entire being, where is the chance to suffer really? So then all is right. You feel the grace that helps you and leads you, grace that helps you and leads you, and you go on. So this is the thing. Try to avail the grace. For that, actually, you can't purchase it from the open market. But thing is that you have to aspire for that. You must have that sense. You must have that preparation, receptivity, so that opening it will come. So, and one day you emerge into the peace, then you can find emerge into peace. That peacelessness is there. There is a hurdle, tussle, there is disparity. So, but actually, one day you will find the peace, but nothing can trouble. When the peace will come, it will surrender you, surround you, and if it will fulfill you, then nothing can trouble. So you answer to all the contrary forces, contrary movements, the attacks, and of course the misunderstandings, the bad wills, with the same smile that come with the full confidence in the divine grace. So when this grace is there, when you are prepared, when you think of that surrender is a need, so that time actually you answer to all the contrary forces. Contrary forces are coming, and the contrary movements are coming. The attacks are coming, and the misunderstandings also there, bad wills also there. And with this with the same smile, you try to answer with full confidence in the divine grace. You answer them. They are coming with the speed. You are moving, attacking them, answering. They are questioning with the same speed and the same. And that is the only way out. There is no other goal. Suppose somebody wants to attack you, you must be prepared for counter attack. Somebody wants to harm you, you must try to fight. Somebody wants to disturb you, you must be ready for the to go move out to overcome them. So there is none else, nothing else. The world is a world of conflict, suffering, difficulty, strain. Four things Mother has quoted here. So this world, how is the world? This world of conflict, suffering, difficulty, and strain. It is made of it, and it is not changed. It will make some time. It will take some time before changing. It has to change. Some time to change means it is natural. It will change. Though be confident. Don't worry. Don't break down. So for each one there is possibility of getting out, and if you lean back on the presence of the supreme grace, that is the only way out. There is no other go. Nothing can save you, nothing can guide you, only the divine grace. If that grace is coming, you can get the peace, you can get the harmony, you can get the way out, and that is the only way. And finally, mother quotes beautifully, don't expect human appreciation. Some people will come, they will appreciate, they will try to encourage you, will try to praise you, they will stand with her you. Don't expect those sort of things, these are bogus, nothing else. It is actually no. How can you know that somebody is trying to praise you, or somebody trying to appreciate you? What is the inner meaning behind him? Maybe you are thinking he was my relative, he was my best friend or something. How can you be able to know that things are going in favor, in your favor? I can give you one example. Somebody went to the sadhu and asked for a favor. That I want to know what really people are thinking. I want to go deep into inside their views, and I want to know their state of mind. But then sadhu remains silent and told, "Don't try to take that mantra. No, no, no. You gave me the mantra. I want to know how the what about the people feeling." He was very much adamant. So this sadhu gave the mantra, and while he was coming, he found his best friend is coming from the riverside. So there was a hug. They just should shake their hands, and they talked of something. They hugged. Immediately, this guy remembered that the mantra is there. So he felt that actually I want to recite the mantra, read the mantra, and know what is my feeling, my best friend's feeling on me. And immediately he actually applied this mantra and found this friend whom he was finding the best friend, my well wisher and all. He found totally negative, totally contrary. He's not in love with this guy. He is actually thinking bad of him and scolding him, but on smile on the lips, but sword on the hand. That is what he found. Then he got betrayed. Even after that, he tried and applied sometimes in some other people and found the result is negative. So he went to sadhu and told, "You just take your mantra back. I have known, I have seen the world." So that is what happening. Don't expect the human appreciation, because human beings don't know on what ground to appreciate something. That is what human beings don't know. In on which ground they will appreciate something, and moreover, when there is something that is superior to them, they don't like it. That is what you must know, you must believe, you must be very serious. That if something going beyond their expectation, and something goes superior to them, they don't like it. So don't try to take the speculation, don't try to take appreciation from them. The only way out is to divine surrender near the divine. That is the only way out. Thank you. Vande Mataram.